Good evening, everyone. Welcome in to a production of the Cross Platform Baseball League. And just before we get started, just a quick note here. We were unfortunately not able to get our cameras up for this. We had some technical difficulties. So we'll proceed on here without them, audio only. My name is Weaver for Prez, and I'm joined by one of the co commissioners of the league, Dwayne. What's up, Dwayne? We're back. We're back, ready to cast. You excited for this?
I'm super excited, Weaver. I'm really glad to be able to provide some off-season content for everybody. We have an exciting All-Star game on our hands, like you just stated, and it's been a little while since we were in the booth. And yeah, we're back at it. I'm as excited as can be, and like you just said, also, apologies for the technical difficulties. Couldn't really get my camera up and working for some reason.
Yeah, no problem at all. We will get through this. We'll call a nice game here. Hopefully, this is some season 8 content. As many of you may know, season 9 just around the corner, starting January 31st next Sunday night. Here on this channel, we will have some casted games for you, matchups TBD. You don't want to miss that. But like I said, this is season 8 content. The players on the individual teams, the little characters and all, these are all season 8 stars based on overall ratings. So you see a lot of, I guess you could say, fan favorites on both of these teams. We have a Western team and an Eastern team. And you want to tell us real quick what the matchups are as far as the players controlling these teams?
Yes, we will have for the Eastern side. We've got DRG Pseudo, who graciously put this whole thing together for us. Really, he was a lot of the meat behind what put this into motion. So DRG Pseudo is paired up with Jay Boops, who is a season 6 runner-up, very storied veteran in our league. And Jay Boops and Pseudo will be going up against the season 1 and 2 runner-up Cardiac Card and the season 6 World Series champion Finite Provision. We've got multiple Hall of Famers as well. 2 Hall of Famers in this matchup in Finite and Cardiac.
Yeah, so this is the Xbox half of the All-Star game. The PC half will be coming later on tonight. We're hopefully looking to get that started at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. So stay tuned for that one. That will be myself and Astronauts Coupon taking on Light Snack and Mike the Cooch. But without further ado, we have the Xbox All-Star game Season 8 ready to go. We'll switch to that here in just a moment, and we'll see y'all when that starts up.
We're going to be just a second away from starting here. It seems the players disconnected for a moment. They're getting themselves back into the lobby, and we're going to get rolling.
Yeah, bear with us, folks. If any of you saw the 2v2 tournament that was run in the off season over the last few weeks, then sometimes the 2v2 servers can be a little wonky, little technical difficulties here and there. So hopefully we get started here soon. Looks like the players are grouped up. They're going to select their team, and we'll be with you in just a sec.
Do it.
All right, folks, loading in to the Xbox Season 8 All-Star game. Looks like it's going to be played at Apple Field. I believe the other half, yes, they have set their lineups. They're loading in, and I'm not sure, Dwayne, do we have the game audio?
Game audio, yes, indeed. Sorry about that.
Okay,
Hiya.
perfect.
Had to unmute it. And here we go. We're going into Apple Field. Like we said before, we've got Finite in Provision and the Cardiac card facing off against DRG Pseudo and J Boops, the Xbox XBL Season 8 All-Star game coming at you.
Should be a fun time, and we'll remind you as certain players come up.
Sorry, I just laughed at that. Adessa said nice bars, and I looked at the bars, and I had an audible reaction.
Yeah, not legal teams, I don't think. But that's part of the fun here of the All-Star game. Jacked hitters, jacked pitchers. I personally, I feel like not only in the Xbox game, but in the PC game as well, the crazy good stats on all the pitchers is going to be what's dominant.
Yeah, indeed. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how this all shakes out with all of these great players in both lineups. Everyone in the XBL had some really stout, A+, some S-tier players as well involved. Just really good players on their teams, and these teams are going to show it.
And these teams have been constructed with the team abbreviations in the name, so it makes it easy for us to remember who certain players are. Not that it would be hard to remember who Birdie Chirpington is. This is the shortstop from Beaky Bay Light Snacks team. She will lead it off for Team Cardiac Finite, aka the West, and the first pitch, or the third pitch rather, grounded to Biggio for the out, and that's how this game gets started.
Yeah, and toeing the rubber, we've got Albert Einstein of New York Greats fame. He's been in the XBL for a while under Alec AD's supervision, and that pitch is hit hard to center field. Looks like it's going to stay up there for the center fielder, though, for our second out. Yeah,
contact swing there from Cardiac. We are watching Cardiac's perspective, if you did not catch that already. Not sure if that's even visible with the top left logo, but yeah, Cardiac and Finite are the team that we're jumping on with here. And if you're new to 2v2 format, while one hitter is batting, the other controls the base running, and it switches off every at bat. And then, while for the other team, as that's strike three, big 100-mile-an-hour fastball there. For the other team, one pitcher will pitch the inning while the other player defends that inning, and then that rotates each inning. So a really cool format here for the 2v2. In my opinion, a bit of an underutilized feature in the game.
Yeah, indeed, and it's exciting to be able to see everyone perform in every facet of their game, and we're going to see Gunga Malunga of the Area 51ers start us off against IP Freely of my own Pine Sox.
Yeah, one of the most feared aces of this league from Chris's 51ers. Chris was a playoff team last year, as were you, Dwayne, and as your player, IP Freely, is going to ground out to Area Theta, the Bear, who unfortunately is no longer named that on Couch Potato Nation. Not sure what the newest name is, but I know Mike performed most of the year with those older players.
And we got Barry Allen of the Stags now digging in. He's been a very astute player for Nohomis's teams over many seasons in that right field position.
That one's ripped. Dive made by Chirpington. Great catch. She will throw to first, but Barry Allen just too fast beats it by a step.
Yeah, good speed on Allen. Chirpington did everything right, making that play. Looks like Finite was in the field. He did a good job getting to that ball, but not able to get the throw to first in time.
Now Timmy Thick from the Stags. And you can see the non-power pitch approach from Cardiac. That is what he prefers. Now the 0-2 changeup misses outside. That one looped over the head of the left side of the infield. Barry Bonds will field it. Pseudo caught in between second and third. He will get back to second. Pseudo maybe trying to pull out one of his textbook diddles there.
Yeah, definitely looking to perhaps bait a throw and get that extra base early, but good decision by him to get back to second base and preserve that runner here. We still got less than 2 outs for the Eastern team, and they're in a good run-scoring position.
It'll be Remy Slow of the Firebirds, Doso's team. 0-2 quickly here. Malunga slider in the dirt. He swings and misses. Runner will get to third. I thought that was the third out, but it is only the second out. And now Thomas Dorsey, the famous 99 power, 99 contact hitter, will bat.
Yeah, Dorsey of Ashnod's Blues, a very dangerous hitter to have in that 5 spot. The runner's going to go for second, and Pseudo caught going to home.
Yeah, with J Boops at the plate, Pseudo tried to do the double steal where you get the throw down to second and then you take home. It was not effective. So that will end the bottom of the first. Now the West will come back to the plate.
Let's see now if they give the inning to another pitcher on this All-Star team staff. I believe they are planning to include everybody if they can.
Yep, all the starters on both teams have been given starter reliever designation, so there will be no penalties for bringing in other players in different innings. They may just be trying to get a couple innings out of Einstein, as is usually custom in the MLB All-Star game. Busi Manga swinging through that one. And he swings through that one as well. 101 miles an hour, strikeout with a fastball outside. That is the first out.
And steps in Barry Bonds of the Zimbabwe government.
Has the low pitch trait. Einstein dealing here. That one lined out to hug and kiss. Couldn't quite see it from my perspective, but I could discern it was a line out, and that is going to bring up Wacky Wanda, who was the leadoff hitter for the world champion of Season 8, Jackals, piloted by Lazy, the champion.
Yeah, Wanda, I believe in her individual player stat line, had a 500-plus average for the regular season.
Yeah, one of the most fearsome characters on any team last season. Swinging on that one, dribbling it over to the third baseman Thick onto first. Wanda is retired. A 1-2-3 inning and a good outing for Einstein.
Yeah, nice job putting him away. No hits allowed by Einstein for the Eastern side. Now his hitters are going to have another chance. Dorsey's going to get a fresh at bat after the caught stealing last inning.
Yep, and J Boops was at the plate with Dorsey, so the same situation will arise here. That one saws his bat. Timbo Slice makes the throw. It was a negative, I believe 40 or 60. I didn't quite see it. In any case, he does not overthrow it. That's the first out.
Now we've got the left fielder, Yarati McLaughlin. I believe the leadoff hitter for Danson's Dragoon. She's going to slot in at the 6 hole here and see what she can do in this second inning.
She finds herself in a hole. Finite Provision pitching for the first time in this game. Cardiac Card playing the defense. He will play this one with Javier Baez from the Fuegos. Makes the play for the second out.
Bayside zone, Kevin Biggio going to step in. Doesn't look too much like Kevin, as some liberties were taken as J Boops did not submit his all-star pictures.
That one through the right side. World War II fan gets it in. That is a hit for Kevin Biggio. And now Amanda Hugginkiss, your very own shortstop, Dwayne, will bat.
Definitely one of, in my biased opinion, one of the top shortstops in the XBL. Excited to see her on the field here. Glad to have a couple Sox involved that can swing the bat. Usually they're just pitchers.
Gunga Malunga looking to finish his second inning of work. It will be against Pseudo here. Hits that one up the middle, trying to get it past Chirpington, and he will. Wanda gets it back in. And now with 2 outs, it's up to BB King of the runner-up Blues.
Yeah, and BB was the 9-hole hitter on that Blues team as well. So in that same comfortable spot for him, let's see how these guys are able to use him. He's a very, very, very good hitter.
And it'll be up to J Boops to try and convert one or both of these runners. 2 outs. Good pitch there from Malunga. The 1-2 struck him out. 101 miles an hour up in the zone. Froze J Boops. And we will go to the top of the third.
Nothing like that elite Area 51ers pitching. You saw Malunga just finish it off right there with a great heater.
It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Western All-Stars. Jonah Calandro will lead it off from the Joplin Miners. And Finite, the manager of those Miners, will control him.
We are going to see our first pitching change, it looks like here. Pseudo considers the pitching sub. Let's see who he brings in.
It will be Julius Caesar. So one New York great to another right-hander. And a specialist at that.
Yeah,
starts
could be
out
a couple of
Calandro.
those involved.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of traits on both teams, since these are the best players. Calandro takes the 1-2, dribbles it out to second. Biggio on to first. That is the first out. Now Sudo will pitch to his own his own second baseman rather. Cardiac thinking about his options here. He's going to stick with Javi Baez. It is his first at bat. Slider low. Only 2 pitches here for Caesar. That one looped out to right field. It will fall in front of Barry Allen. Not even that great speed to get to the ball. It is the first base runner of the game for the Western All-Stars.
Yeah, nice little flare out to right field. Good job by Cardiac to just flip it out there, get a runner on for his teammate here.
His teammate Finite batting with Timbo Slice, former catcher for the Couch Potatoes, but this could be a double play. Caesar back to Biggio too freely. That is an inning-ending double play. Not exactly what Finite wanted there.
Yeah, indeed. It's a tough break, grounding out to the pitcher. And we're going to move on, though, as the lineup turns over for the Eastern side. Let's see who the West brings out of their pen here.
And I just noticed IP Freely, actually the first baseman of this team. Probably because of a log jam in the outfield.
Yeah, I believe he might have been listed as the DH or something like that, but these guys put together lineups, I'm not sure.
Right. Ziggy Stardust comes in relief of his teammate Ganga Malunga, the second pitcher now for the West. The co-ace of the Area 51ers. 4-pitch arsenal here.
Yeah, and a ton of junk.
Yeah, a little bit more junk than Velo. But this 3-1 fastball blows away freely, controlled by Sudo. Full count, hits that one hard. That is past Chirpington, out to Barry Bonds, a leadoff knock for the East.
Yeah, the outside pitch engaged there, so the ball hit hard. Not much Chirpington was able to do. Now we've got a runner on, leadoff runner on for the big hitter Barry Allen. Could get dangerous if a strike's left over.
Jay Boops in an even count, 1-1. Lots of speed on first. It's not unusual with these All-Stars. This one popped up. Should be a play out there for World War II fan. There is. Now Sudo will have his second chance of the inning.
Yeah, and Timmy Thick, the famous third baseman from the Stags, he's a very, very strong power hitter. We're going to keep him honest over at first. We got Jay Boops base running at this moment.
That one blown past Sudo. Timmy Thick in a hole, 0-2. Gonna try and backdoor a slider here. Decent accuracy from Cardiac, and it almost catches the zone.
And just a hair high.
Hit and run. Sudo blasts that one left center field, carrying towards the track to the wall. It's gone. The first home run of either All-Star game belongs to the XBL East.
And Timmy Thick, like I said, the power hitter from the Stags. Just one of those guys you love to be able to take a swing with, and Sudo does not miss there.
Big shot there from Sudo. The highest seed in Season 8 out of these 4 players. He was the second highest Xbox player, number 1 being Government. That one was roped, but straight to the center fielder, and now Sudo with Dorsey rips that one. That will be another hit. Lots of hard contact here.
Yeah, it looks like the East is starting to warm up a little bit, and the West is going to have to try and find a way to put a lid on it. Cardiac's getting knocked around as this one again hit into the gap. Let's see if the right fielder can get to it. Wow, what a play!
Oh, World War II fan with a diving catch. I thought there was no chance he was going to catch that.
Absolutely not. About 90% of the way through the trajectory of that ball, I was for sure it was getting down, and he was just laying on the ground there waiting for it to fall into his glove.
Yeah, exactly. That was Finite,
amazing
right?
Catch. Yeah, I believe it was.
That was Finite. Wow, what a catch. That saves a run for sure. Now they have a chance to try and get a run back, maybe.
We got the lineup turnover in Chirpington, 0 for 1. Looking to get things started for the West now, for sure.
Looks like it may have just been a one and done for Julius Caesar. Sudo wanting to get as much representation in there as possible. And it will be Cleon Miranda, the K-man, or K-woman rather, from the Dosos Firebirds, one of the scarier pitchers in the league last year.
Indeed, and that came in engaged on strike two, but Timmy Thick, after he hits that big home run, flashing some leather.
Yeah, what a first half of the game here for Timmy Thick, making his bid for All-Star Game MVP. That pitch inside. Miranda looking to activate K-Man. She will here. That one hit lightly to Biggio. Makes the play for the second out. One thing to consider here, shortly after the conclusion of Season 8, after Lazy won the XBL and Jam Paladin won the AAA, new rules were introduced to put limitations on velocity. And the short version of that is no velocity over 90. But with these teams being Season 8 based around the stats, there's a lot of 99 velos, something that no one is used to right now.
Yeah, indeed. If you've been warming up for Season 9 in the meantime, then you've missed, or you've been able to get used to that just straight 90, maybe 95, as that's the highest you can possibly have on a CP. As that ball gets past the left fielder, we're going to have that runner move over to second base. But yeah, the velo rules have changed, and I have a feeling next season's All-Star Game is going to look a little bit different as far as pitching goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, Busi Manga batting with RBI Man. 3-0, they may just be pitching around him to get to Cardiac. And that's exactly what happens here. Miranda with the 4-pitch walk. And the West with a chance to tie the game or better. And Barry Bonds with the low-pitch trait will be the batter.
Yeah, with the base open, like you said, they opt to walk. They might even go for Bonds here. Maybe they were just trying to get Cardiac to chase. He's being patient.
Yeah. J Boop's the pitcher, 6 straight out of the zone. There's a strike. And he does chase that one. Strap maybe paying off. 2-2 with the K-Man. In the dirt, he will dribble it to first. Could he possibly beat this? Barry Bonds? No, he is out. Good play there from IP Freely.
Yeah, lucky IP's got about 90 speed on her, maybe a slower first baseman. Doesn't quite get there. That was bang bang at first base. Either way, we've got Kevin Biggio again stepping in.
Looks like Finite either needing a second here or looking to make some changes. And that's what's going to happen. Brandon Hart from the Base Invaders, one of our playoff teams, controlled by BK His Dudeness, the ace of that staff, into the game now.
Yeah, let's see what Brandon can do here. Blows a big fastball by Kevin there.
Ahead in the count is Kevin Biggio. Ripped, but right to Baez for the first out.
Yeah, ball was roped, but right at the fielder, and now we've got J Boops batting with Amanda Hug and Kiss. That one's a dribbler.
Dribbled.
Yep.
Yeah, first pitch, and she is retired. Probably not what you wanted to see as the Pine Sox manager there.
Oh, either way, I mean, it's definitely tougher for these guys to dribble one to the mound.
Yeah, no worries. And Baez going to retire. That's going to be a very quick inning. So some good pitching there from the West, but they need to come up and start threatening a little bit more, kind of like they did in the previous inning.
Yeah, indeed. They've cooled the bats of the East off a little bit there with that 1-2-3 inning, but they need to get something going here. Try and maybe chip away at this 2-0 deficit, or find a way to tie or take the lead. Got very powerful hitters throughout, so anybody can really do it.
We should see another substitution here. Cleo Miranda pitched a scoreless inning. See who they go for, and it will be Emma Royd, another Pine Sock, one of your better starting pitchers.
Yeah, we're going to see Emma get her chance here in the All-Star game. Let's see what she's able to do against Wacky Wanda, a very dangerous hitter to be stepping in and start things off against.
She fouls the first pitch off. This is Finite Provision batting. Looking to get the leadoff runner aboard. But behind in the count. See what gives here. Got him. 101 miles an hour. Big pitch there.
Yeah, good job there by Pseudo to get the strikeout. And he's going to go right after Jonah Calandro of the Miners. Cardiac with the bat here.
Swinging through that fastball, and he's behind. Looking for back-to-back case here is Pseudo. He won't get it. That is ripped up the middle. A good hit there from Calandro from Cardiac. And now Finite will bat as the tying run with, we shall see, it is Javi Baez.
Yeah, he's already 1 for 1, so let's see if he's able to extend this inning a little bit. The last thing these guys are going to want right now is a double play, so no ground balls is definitely the MO.
Pseudo, knowing how dangerous his own shortstop is, or second baseman. That one hit the other way. Dive. Oh, it just lands foul.
Yeah, very, very close play.
1-2. Good eye there from Finite. It's that one. This could be two, but Baez can run. They will get the out at second. Biggio to first. They do not get it. The inning will continue.
Yeah, nice job there. Just hitting it, a little bit slow enough, legging it out. Extending this inning gives Cardiac the chance with Timbo Slice, the catcher from the Couch Potatoes, to maybe, get something going here.
Swinging at the first two pitches is Cardiac. And now the 0-2. That one up the middle, but Hug and Kiss should have it on to first. And again, good pitching there from the Eastern pitchers. In this case, it was Pseudo controlling Emeroid. They get through the inning. Now we should see a new pitcher here for the West.
Yeah, not a lot of strikeouts going around for either team, really, but the contact on the Western side when they're batting has not really been there so far. They're definitely going to be looking to improve that. We're getting to the meat of this ball game here. It's still 2-0, and they want to keep these East bats cold as long as they can to get away back into this. We're going to see, it looks like Talon Grip of the Birdies step in to pitch here.
Yeah, Talon Grip, one of the nastier pitchers on the Birdies. Into the game, also Fat Mike behind the plate now, replacing Timbo Slice, Fat Mike of the Base Invaders. And then it looks like now that we are on the third time through the lineup, Pseudo may start removing people. For now, he will leave Freely in, maybe not having a better option at first. Not entirely sure, but this one has popped up. Center fielder calling for it. Wacky Wanda makes the catch for the first out.
Yeah, first pitch swinging, unable to really get around on one. That'll bring up Barry Allen for his third AB. Pseudo's going to consider a sub again, and we're going to see Garrison Coleman of Junkyard Jabroni's fame step in.
Yep, our first Junkyard Jabroni stepping in. The lefty facing Talon Grip. Pseudo controlling him. Or the batter, rather. But quickly behind 0-2. Slider from Grip. Got him. What a good pitch there, just off that low and away corner. Fools Pseudo gets it a whiff.
A guy like Cardiac, who's pitcher first, is loving being able to use, pitchers of this caliber over and over again in this game. And he does a great job there setting him up with Talon Grip.
Now Pseudo Boops looking to get the magic going, or keep the magic going with Timmy Thick, who is 2 for 2 with a home run, 2 stakes. 2-1 fastball, good eye here. This one's going to miss the zone as well, but Boop swings at it. Does Cardiac a favor. That's popped up, and Thick is retired.
Yeah, perhaps sitting for that 3-1 heater, looking for a 3-1 strike, something to hit, but Boops pulled the trigger at a ball that was just a hair out of the zone. Soft contact did a good favor for Cardiac, and we're going to move on. We got Birdie Chirpington stepping in. Let's see if they consider subbing her out now, as we're going to see the third time through the order on this end.
We'll for sure see a substitution on the mound from Pseudo. He's doing a good job cycling. Well, both teams are doing a great job cycling in the players. And Brendan McKay from the Louisville Cardinals will pitch to Cardiac's own pitcher is going to pitch to him here once Cardiac comes up to bat. Looks like Finite looking to remove Chirpington possibly.
Now in the game, number 12.
Let's see here. Busi Manga lifted for Lindor at the DH spot.
Now batting, number 64.
Okay, Benjamin Willard from the Joplin Miners now in at shortstop. We'll see what was going on there with the other swap.
Yeah, perhaps just getting it in while they're in the sub screen either way. Still considering something here. It looks like Wacky Wanda getting swapped out for Willie Mays of Zimbabwe government.
All right. So now McKay to Willard, and the first pitch dribbled over to first. No chance to beat it. Freely takes it himself. A bit closer than it needed to be, I think.
Number 27.
And now Ari Theta, the bear from the Couch Potatoes. Hits that one hard. They will go up the middle for a 1-out knock. That could be what the Western team needs.
Yeah, something to build on. Just, any hit counts, any base runner's a good base runner in this scenario where you're really just trying to find your legs and find a way to score a couple runs because the game is still quite close and it's definitely within reach.
Yeah, World War II fan who had that exceptional catch in right center field earlier. Looking to keep the inning going. Brendan McKay. That one ripped hard, but it is right at Garrison Coleman, fresh into the game after he pinch hit last inning. Now with 2 down, Francisco Lindor in the DH spot.
Yeah, that ball just hit was a stinger. Let's see if now Cardiac is able to follow it up with something. Looks like he lifts one to right field, and Coleman again with some action. Makes the 3rd out.
Yeah, got a decent curve to try and hit. Just didn't quite get the right placement on it. Doesn't get the hard contact. Flies it out. We are through 5.5. Now to the bottom of the 6th. Remy Slow, batter.
Yeah, Remy Slow, I believe, off the top of my head, the only S-tier player on these teams.
I believe you're correct. Also off the top of my head. But he will be lifted here from Mike Trout of the Bayside Colts.
The Millville Meteor.
Yes. And Cool Schmuel into the game to replace Talon Grip, who went 1 inning, 1 strikeout. A world champion Black Jackal into the game.
Out of that 5-bar bullpen, you know, any pitcher used on that Black Jackal's bullpen is going to be very, very, very stat heavy.
First pitch will be caught by World War II fan on the flyout, and now Thomas Dorsey batting. 1 for 2 so far. Jay Boops in control of the batter. First pitch swinging. We've seen that a lot in this game, and it's an out.
Yeah, nice quick out there. If you're the West, that's definitely what you want to see. They've cooled off since that Timmy Thick home run out of the East. The Finite and Cardiac have found a really good way to navigate through the rest of this game. It's just the offense that's really been lacking.
Booted by the Bear, but will make the play good. Recovery there from Ari Theta, the Bear, to get that 3rd out. That will keep any runners off the board. You know how pesky runners can be when they're controlled by Pseudo or Boops for that matter. But now Barry Bonds, the batter, Finite Provision in control. We'll see another pitching change. Pseudo making the decision here. It will be Stu Ramsey, another flamethrower out of the Firebirds bullpen. I believe it was a 4-bar pen in season 8. The only team to throw a no-hitter in season 8, and it was against Finite, who bats right now.
Let's see if he's able to make up for it with a hit here. He's behind 1 and 2.
Yeah, the 1-2 hit decently, but it will be popped up into the right center field gap. Should be playable, and Coleman will make the catch.
And Garrison getting a ton of action out in right field since he's came into the ball game. His 3rd put out. And that'll give Willie Mays his first at bat. That outside pitch looking to engage. Ooh, unable to pull the trigger, Cardiac.
Looking for the contact swing approach here, but he finds himself down 0-2. 2 great pitches from Pseudo. The 3rd is, I'd say, a good pitch, but Cardiac does a better job of not biting. 1-2, he checks his swing, but he meant to swing, I do believe. That is strike 3, looking great pitch there.
Yeah, good pitch indeed. Just nice sequencing to set him up, and he was really unable to catch up to that pitch. Calandra is going to get his, I believe, 3rd AB. First pitch swinging is he, and over to Thick, on to Freely. There it is, out number 3.
Yeah, time running out for the Western All-Stars for Cardiac and Finite. 9 outs stand between Jay Boops and Pseudo, and a Season 8 All-Star victory. We'll see how they navigate it here. Cool Schmuel likely coming out of the game. Three pitchers remaining for the West. And it will be my boy Poppy Chulo of Weaver's Beavers. Flamethrower.
Yeah, flamethrower indeed. Poppy had a very, very strong season for that Beavers team.
He did indeed, and Biggio will be lifted for Nick Solak of the Cardinals. Cardiac pitches to his own player there. This one grounded over to first. A lot of speed running down the line, but they do get him. And Hug and Kiss will bat.
Yeah, play definitely got a little closer than it needed to be, helped by that turn around first base by the runner. We're going to see Amanda get lifted for Giles Herrera, the shortstop for the Jabronis.
Yeah, the second and final jabroni in this Eastern lineup. Has the contact versus righties trait, but he finds himself behind 0-2. Pseudo lays off. Cardiac trying to punch him out. A lot of speed. K-Man activates for Chulo. Almost gets Pseudo to swing through that one. Gonna go with another fastball here, and it freezes him. 100 miles an hour on the black. What a good pitch there.
Yeah, really, really nice pitch to just dot him up and get him looking absolutely frozen. I don't believe I knew who was batting in there. It looked like froze Pseudo there, and J. Boops is going to get his chance with BB King against the K-Man Papi Chulo.
Chulo looking for a scoreless inning. This one ripped, but out to Barry Bonds, who almost overruns it. That could have been disastrous, but it will be the third out. And now the Western All-Stars, Cardiac and Finite, back into the plate. They need to start scoring here.
Indeed, they've got 8, 9, and 1 digging in. It's going to be Javi Baez, perhaps getting a third AB, and then Fat Mike, who will be getting his first AB.
Looks like Stu Ramsey will be lifted, as every pitcher has been lifted after one inning, with the exception of the starters, who went 2. Willie Smith of the runner-up Blues, Ashnod's Coupons team, yeah. His closer, K-Man. 99 velo, as is, I believe, the case with all of their relievers. Baez late on that one. Cardiac looking to get on base. Ooh. That one right down the middle, but just way too fast for Cardiac to handle. Big strikeout there.
Yeah, it's been a while, like you said, since anybody's really seen 104. That fastball got on him in a hurry.
It has certainly been a while. Now Finite will be tasked with facing it. Fat Mike of the Base Invaders. We're going to see that max velo pitch here. Oh, Finite gets wood on it, but he will pop it up. It's just so hard to get proper contact when you can barely see it coming in. That's the second out.
Yeah, a little bit of late timing, and just a little bit underneath that was Finite. He probably saw it well. It's hard to tell from that perspective, but unfortunate there. It is really tough when you have only so much time to react. That one ripped, though, on the first pitch by Cardiac. Should be a single.
Yeah, it's one of the stronger hits of the day for the Western team. Cardiac there getting on base. The tying run will bat in the form of Airy Theta the Bear. Finite has seen a bit of a power resurgence this offseason for those that have scrimmed him. Cardiac looking to make something happen here. He takes second base. Heads up play there.
Yeah, definitely gutsy with 2 outs to get that runner over there, and then Finite's going to look at ball 4, so they've got a couple runners on with 2 outs. And as you said, Finite looking a lot better in scrim, a lot of power. I just wanted to add to that he's definitely on that upward swing, and a lot of other players are. I'm excited to be able to bring some power rankings and stuff to everybody next week, right before the season starts.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have more details for you guys about that sort of thing later on. I'll probably mention it before we sign off here. In any case, World War II fan down to his final strike here in the 8th. Needs to make contact here, and he will not. 104 miles an hour blows him away. Great pitching there from the East, and it's still 2-0.
Yeah, nice pitch there to just get the strikeout as the catcher, I believe it was WW2 fan breaks, or the batter breaks his bat. I was going to say that they're going to be happy to say sayonara to Willie Big Ass Smith and his 99 velo fastball.
Absolutely. We'll see who they tap to close the game out in the top of the 9th here at Apple Field. This was the home of, I believe, 2 players in Season 8. Finite Provision and... I'm sorry, 3 players. Finite Provision, BK Studness, and Alec AD.
Yes, indeed. Apple has always been a frequently used stadium. It doesn't ever quite seem to disappear. Good balance.
Oh, that one ripped so hard. Willie Mays almost dodged it out there in center field. That could have been an inside the Parker with IP Freely's speed. Now Garrison Coleman looking to keep it going.
Yeah, some good guys here with runner on to be able to make something happen, maybe extend this lead for the East. As that one's hit lightly over to short, Benjamin Willer makes a nice play to make the catch.
And should also mention, Finger looking good into the game now. The second birdie reliever that we've seen today. That was another 5-bar pen in the season 8. The Beaky Bay Birdies, who made the final 4. Timmy Thick still locked in. Those stats looking crazy right now. But too late on the 102. Finite looking to blow him away. The 1-2 to Pseudo. Oh, it's low. That one completely freezes him. That slider caught some zone low. And as you can see, Cardiac there saying great pitch to his teammate.
Yeah, it was a really, really nice pitch. Just completely froze him. Looking on the slider. It's not often you see that.
And then Boop swinging on the first pitch. Lines it out. We are down to the top of the 9th. Cardiac and Finite must score twice to keep this thing going, or Pseudo and Boops are the Season 8 All-Star winners for the Xbox half of this this little tournament we got going.
Yeah, excited to see what these next 3 outs, perhaps more, we'll see what happens, can bring us. We're going to see the call to the pen by Pseudo. They're going to get their closer out here, try and finish this off. I'm also excited to see who nabs the 3 stars of the game.
It's going to be Calamancy Booth of Dance's Dragoons, one of the pitchers on that staff that won the Von Asen Award. And certainly not like the rest of the pitchers on this staff. She doesn't have 99 velo, Dwayne.
Yeah, indeed. It's going to be the biggest switch up I think any of these guys are going to see in this All-Star game as far as pitchers go. Calamancy has about half as much velo as any other given pitcher.
But it pays off there as Giles Herrera makes the catch for the first out. One down here in the 9th. Barry Bonds, controlled by Cardiac Card, just looking to get on base. Will he do it here? That's ripped up the middle. Diving stop, but it is not stopped. It's over to Herrera. Not enough time to get the batter. The tying run will bat in the form of Willie Mays. Finite Provision looking to tie it up.
Yeah, he's got the tying run at the plate, so all he needs is one good pitch. And Finite, like we were just saying, has been on that power upswing lately. The runner goes, ball taken, and that's going to be a good stolen base.
Yeah, gutsy send there from Cardiac. That runner not as important as the one at the plate. But in any case, runner in scoring position. A 2-2 count now. Willie Mays. The pitch from Booth. Got him swinging. 96 miles an hour low. Must have been a very deceptive pitch there. And one out stands between the Eastern All-Stars and victory. Calandro here. Looks like
we have
a bit
lost
of lag
feed
here.
For a second. Hopefully it comes back. There we go.
All right, the feed is back. The 1-0. Dribbled over to third. Diving stop by Thick. Makes the throw to first. Pseudo and Boops, the Eastern All-Stars, take the Xbox All-Star game.
Nice performance there by Pseudo and Boops. They really got runners on early. They were productive. That was what needed to be done. They set the table for Timmy Thick, who hit that big home run. That ended up being all the offense we saw.
Yeah, Timmy Thick, the 2-run homer, had a single, and then had that leaping catch earlier in the game, and then the final catch of the game was the stop, the diving stop there to make the play at first. I would say he's unquestionably the MVP of this game, no matter what the cards at the end say. As we look at some of the stats here.
Nope.
Looks like someone killed the lobby there.
Yeah,
that's
we're not gonna
okay.
be able to see stars of the game. As far as I'm concerned, my All-Star Game MVP is definitely going to be Timmy Thick after that performance.
Yeah, Timmy Thick of the Stags, your Xbox Season 8 All-Star Game MVP. Congratulations to Pseudo and Boops for taking home that victory. And of course, thanks to Cardiac Card and Finite for participating. And before we sign off, just to say a few things. Big thank you to Pseudo PR, who really orchestrated this whole thing. This was not bound to happen until he kind of stepped in and started pulling the strings to get it started. So thank you to him. That was a lot of fun to watch. But we are not done, are we, Dwayne? What do we have coming up?
What we have coming up is a very exciting matchup in the All-Star variety once again with our PC guys. We've got You and Ashnod, Weaver for Prez, and Ashnod's Coupon facing off against Mike the Cooch and Light Snack.
Yeah, going to be a fun game. Ashnod and I taking control of the Eastern All-Stars. We're going to look to make it a 2-0 night for the East, but Light Snack and Mike the Cooch, two very formidable opponents. They're going to look to get the West on the board. We're looking to start that in a little under 10 minutes. So we're going to cut the stream here. We're going to get reorganized. The booth is going to change around a bit. I'm going to go get ready to play, and we will see you guys here in about 10 minutes. And just in case you guys don't remember, to remind them at the end of the next cast, remember next weekend, opening night, next Sunday, and either next Friday or Saturday, we're going to have the weekly roundup that goes over the power rankings and such. So yeah, lots of great content to come. Anything else you want to add, Dwayne?
Nope, Weaver, you about summed it up. We'll see you guys in about, like you said, less than 10 minutes or so after we get situated for the next game. And yeah, see you then.